There are things that you just feel as though hurting God is a problem. It's a route of intimacy. There are some people that they are on when it comes to this spiritual matter. See, it's just to cry before God at all the time. They are so plain before God. They go out, they come back crying. You find them crying all the time. Why are you crying for? It's a dimension. And most of these people, what they access is what is called the glory of God. The glory of God is a combination of both the wisdom of God and the power of God. A man that has the glory of God may look weak, but let me tell you, things happen on their own accord. He that dwelleth in the secret place shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. These people are most times isolated. They are most times secluded. You find them always inside. They may not always be at prayer meetings. They are doing 10 hours, they are not there. 12 hours, they are not there. You may not always find them with a very big Bible concordance. You may come to their house and never find a Bible, but they can stay inside. Holy Spirit, help me. They can just stay inside crying. When it comes to when they open their mouth to talk, the presence of God overshadow those ones. By default, when you come to the matters of the deepness of their cry from the inside, they may not be able to utter a word, but they have entered into a realm of intimacy with God that they have become one with Him. Many of you may not go through the other route, but that may be your own pathway. You don't know why you are always isolated. When you come before people, you just feel disgusting. You just want to be alone. There is something drawing you alone, not to masturbate, not to watch pornography, if I not even watch movie. You are just alone. You find yourself communicating deeper things with the Lord in your heart, and as you are pondering and meditating in your heart, deeper things are coming. Many of those people, when you check their note, you will think as I'm talking now, they are writing what I'm saying is a lie. As I'm talking now, a spirit is telling them another thing and they are writing. You may be shocked and surprised the mystery they are writing on their books now. Intimacy. There are people that may just be listening to a message in their room, or be hearing, they may be speaking in tongues, but a spirit is talking. There is a talking coming. A spirit is saying something totally different. Intimacy. And you can pray for 10 hours and never hear nothing. And this one is just sitting there and he has filled a book. They don't have encounter when they close their eyes. They are open and encounters every day. They can just lie down, and as they lie down, they begin to write. They begin to write. They begin to write. There are people that are very close to God, and I'm telling you the truth, this route is maybe very strange, but there are people that have attended on to that. They may not be very outspoken. In fact, you may tell them come and say, they can't say anything. You carry their book and see the things they are writing. You say come and stand and say, they can't say it. No boldness, no utterance, but the utterance is they have become pens of ready writers. When they sit down and write a testament and give it to you, when you read it, you will start crying. There are people like that they have entered into a realm called the realm of glory. Those ones, anytime you meet them, it's possible to sit where they sit, and immediately when you stand up, that infirmity go away. They don't need to talk too much. They don't say go out. No, they just say you are healed. Just Jesus is not supposed to be like this. They are doing everything with cry. There is this kind of weakness and brokenness and contact. They may look weak, but they are very strong in the spirit. If you heard about this story, people like Mama Kachenkoma never spoke in tongues, but many people say, but those people, intimacy, meditation, they may spend hours of time meditating in the spirit, and as they are meditating, their spirit is brooding inside. You may not be able to understand the route that God has given unto you. You may be going for an exam. Everybody is going to do prayer. Everybody is reading a book. The Lord will say, just remain with me. As you remain, you are about to leave for the prayer. He will throw you and say, one more hour. When you say, let me go and meet my friend, say, no, go back inside again. And you are there, you are not doing nothing, or you are just there like that. Intimacy. And as that thing is brooding, a glory. So when you come out, your face is glowing. When men look upon you, they favor you. They don't even know why they are favored. They don't even know why you are the most liked among everybody. Is because there is something that happened because of that glory. In fact, ask yourself the question. The Bible says in heaven, angels are worshiping God. Abi? Is that not true? But if they are worshiping God, is it for somebody to be seen? Is there anybody there that is doing it for show? In that place, in that hallowedness, the Bible says they bow. They can't even behold. So that thing you call worship is not even worship, because our real worship, we are doing it like, hey, see me here. That one, before you look, you bow. Is that not worship? Because nobody is given the privilege to even behold the person they are worshiping. It's a realm in glory. It's a realm of intimacy, that there is a hallowedness you have about God, that when you look upon him, a dimension unlock. Many of you may be demanded to go back into the secret place, demanded to go back again. Those problems will be solved so long as you can return back again. You have prayed, you have fasted, you have studied, you have done all you could. You have not entered into those realms of reality. Please, can you lock yourself inside again? You will not die. You will not die. People like Mama Kachokuma remain inside for days. Nothing happened to them. People like Amy Cephas, they will not see them outside for so long. They will remain inside. When they are coming out for the meeting, as they come out, let me be frank with you. As a minister, tell yourself the truth. There are times you have a meeting and you stay inside for so long. You may not go to a mountain to pray. You may not even be studying the Bible. Just dwell in the atmosphere. When you come into that meeting, as you stand, unction, utterance begin to flow, and you are wondering, I didn't study this thing. I didn't even pray about this thing. There is a realm in glory. It's an encapsulation of the boat. It will take humility not to prove a point to God. At that point, when you have come to the end of yourself, it begins to help you. So you must be able to understand to which route is a parameter for you to be able to go. And any believer that must bear relevance must understand to which he can engage. But if you are wise, you can be like some of us. You can be so hungry and thirsty. When it comes to prayer, you are there. When you come to study, you are there. When you come to the glory, you are there. You must be able to be like the sons of Issachar, having understanding of times and seasons, and you know what you ought to do. That peradventure there is a gateway demanded to enter. Know what you ought to do and enter into it. Don't be easy on yourself. Be hard on yourself. The pathway to seeking God has never changed. It's the pathway of consecration, the pathway of setting apart, and the pathway of prayers. Lastly, if truly you are growing spiritually, we are going to know by few things. We realize that you pray every day. Every day prayer will become your lifestyle, my friends. If you want to grow spiritually, it's not a thing that you do after Shekinah or before Shekinah. You discover that your capacity is being built. You discover it's easy for you to forgive people. You discover it's easy for you to love people. It's a parameter to checkmate. You will just realize there's an increase in the grace of God upon your life, and suddenly you realize that your faith has increased. Maybe you comment every time and say, pray for me, pray for me. Now you can wake up and pray for yourself a little bit. It's not as if you are denying men in your life, but they are wondering, you have not come here for so long to pray. There may be no need for you to buy a soup. No need for you to buy a water bottle and say until you drink it you can be okay. No, there is an increase in the measure of grace and the supply, because you are growing spiritually. Don't remain a babe for so long that you must wear a garment, you must touch something, you must rub something on yourself before you are spiritual. You are a being that is spiritual. Engage that capacity. Your increase for your love for God, there will be increase in wisdom and revelation. There will be increase in your fear for God. You discover obeying God become easy. You will discover it's easy for you to access peace in the midst of storms. There will be a peace. When people are complaining, there is no fear. You are in a situation, but it's as if your heart is gladdened. There is increase in knowledge and understanding. There is willingness to go to evangelize to others. You will not be ashamed to talk to others about Jesus. You will never be ashamed. You will never be ashamed. You will be very aligned to the current perspective of God. You will be yielding to the Spirit all the time. Like I said, you will forgive people fast. You will express more of the fruit of the Spirit. You will discover many of the works of the flesh are silent in your life. You find it easy to understand the ways of God. You will discern spirit fast. Many of you don't know who is fake, who is genuine. Everybody is the same. Combined service. You eat the rice and the stone and the beans together. Later on, your stomach is turning you. In the body of Christ, everybody is not the same. There are people called antichrist. It will take Christ to deal with antichrist. You are the Christ that God has empowered. Whether you like it or not, there's a dimension in you called the anointed one, Christos. If you cannot be able to discern, you have not entered into Christ. When you have entered into the economy of Christ, you will know who are the enemy of the gospel. Everybody is not the same. Just because you say you're a prophet doesn't mean you're a prophet. Just because you say you're an apostle doesn't mean you're an apostle. You must check men. There must be discernment. Many of you don't know. Say, let's not judge. What do you mean? There is a judge in heaven that's not afraid of your face. Even if we don't judge you now, they will judge you there. You'll be quick to discern. You obey the principle of God by default. You'll be hospitable and accommodated. you will discover that giving to the works of God will be very easy. Humility and brokenness will be easy. The ability to serve others will be easy. You will not be a bossy kind of person looking for who you will march upon and trample upon. If you are trading glory, you will learn to serve. The Bible says the greatest among us in this kingdom is he that serves, he that is only to wash other people's feet. You have nothing yet again, you are proud and arrogant. It means you are no longer growing. When men begin to become proud, growth is retardation. A man stops the level of his growth the day pride has taken over. God resisted the proud, give grace only to the humble. Rise up on your feet as we are done in 1 minute and pray and say, oh God of heaven, I don't know which route is made available in my life at this point, but oh God, look upon me with the eyes of mercy. Strengthen and empower me in this season. Grant unto me the grace to grow spiritually. And whatsoever that is making me up today, down tomorrow, let it be shattered. Many of you are still arguing on basic matter. Is drinking alcohol a sin? Why will Jesus turn water to wine? My brother, you are not going. You are not going. Why with this? Why with that? You are being deceived. There is a whisper of the serpent. Our fathers of old have not told us this part. The path they walk is the path of obedience. Open your mouth and pray. In 2 minutes we are done. We continue next week. Shakabana siyalaba, Ranta kabala siyatane, Rambaba shakaba, Sambrate kabalatea, Ranta kebala dialasa. Oh God, strengthen me in this season. Empower me with the grace to grow spiritually. Let me not remain like this. Don't leave me like this. Help me build capacity. Help me build capacity. Help me build capacity. Let it not be that after 4 years, after 5 years, I will remain the way I am. No! You live forever. Your name is heavenly. You are the wisdom before time. You live forever. You live forever. Your name is heavenly. You are the wisdom. You live forever. You live forever. Your name is heavenly. You are the wisdom. You live forever. You live forever. Your name is heavenly. You are the mystery. You reign forever. You reign forever. Your name is heavenly. You are the wisdom. Baba, I cry you. I cry to you tonight. Oh, Philip Cephas, cry you that you help us tonight. Baba, we cry you. Baba, we cry you. We cry to you tonight. Oh, Philip Cephas, cry you that you help us tonight. Baba, we cry you. Baba, we cry you. We cry to you tonight. Oh, Philip Cephas, cry you that you help us. Baba, I cry you. Baba, I cry you. I cry to you tonight. Oh, Philip Cephas, cry you that you help us. Baba, we cry you. Somebody that gives a barrier, la Baba Santia. Ranta keta baria babuse. Ala shaka bara sekre de baladia sata. Ranta babelata. Baba, we cry you. We cry to you tonight. Oh, Philip Cephas, cry you that you Iba, 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 Until I see you face to face, until I know you more and more, my prayer will not stop, my passion will not die. Iba, oh, Iba, Iba, oh, Iba, oh, Iba, Iba,